Happy holidays, and please be safe on your travels levied against him from an accuser who claims that back in 2000, she was sexually assaulted by him with Sean Puffy Combs. And now the wife, Beyonce, has decided to donate money to UH. Welcome to the Vault XL. Wow, 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 the plot thickens. USA Today is the source. The $100,000 monetary donation to the University of Houston Law Center's Criminal Justice Clinic from the pop star's Bay Good Foundation was announced in a press release by the university Wednesday. At Law, we envision a legal profession where everyone has the opportunity to prosper as Bay Good envisions, and we will achieve this vision by providing access to strong and effective legal representation in criminal proceedings. Law Center Dean Leonard Bain said in the release. And together through this gift, the Bay Good Foundation and UHLC will shepherd the next $760 million. The donation's timing brings questions into focus as the Carter family faces legal hurdles ahead. In an amended lawsuit filed Sunday, an Alabama woman identified anonymously as Jane Doe claimed that billionaire music mogul born Sean Carter and embattled Bad Boy Records founder Sean Diddy Combs drugged and raped her at an after-party following MTV Video Music Awards in September 2000 when she was 13 years old. The woman brought a lawsuit against Combs in October for the alleged assault. The claims levied at Jay-Z come amid a flurry of legal woes for Combs, who was arrested in September for federal charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. The embattled hip-hop mogul has been in custody at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center ahead of his upcoming trial, May 5th, 2025. In a statement following the lawsuit, Jay-Z wrote that his only heartbreak is for his family. The rapper vehemently denied the claims, writing, "My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people." The couple who married in 2008 shared 3 children, daughter Blue Ivy, 12, fraternal twins Rumi and Sir, 7. He added, "I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age," telling fans in an open letter Sunday that it is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. He concluded, "My heart and support go out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costumes for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit." And naturally, he is speaking of Mr. Bugsby, who is representing clients accusing Sean Combs of sexual improprieties and now Jay-Z. On Monday night, the put on a united front at the Los Angeles premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King, amid potential legal issues for Jay-Z. Beyonce posed with Blue Ivy on the red carpet at the Dolby Theater, home of the Oscars, in matching metallic gold gowns before Jay-Z joined in a chocolate brown suit. USA Today is the source. Hello, Skylar. Good morning. Is this collateral damage done by Beyonce and her husband? Did they both decide to, on this fateful day, Wednesday, donate money to the University of Houston Law Center because of the allegations levied against him by this adult accuser who claims he sexually assaulted her as a child, 13 years of age, alongside Sean Puffy Combs? Is this collateral damage? Now, she has promised to give out $2 million to charity back in April. So that's on file, that she pledged to give out $2 million. So that was one of the questions I had in my live stream last night. Is this collateral damage? Or she already had plans to give UH money? What is the truth? Because back in April of 2024, she promised $2 million to charity. So is this one of the charities she already had plans to give money to? You're entitled to your interpretation. Everything's about perception, how something looks. That's why it's always good to do a little background research, before making allegations of why a person did this, did that. So that's my question. The donation to this UH Law Center. Did she have plans to give this school money in particular? Did she have a list already ready? And it just so happened these allegations came out about Jay-Z around the time she was to donate money to this law center. The only person who knows the truth is Mrs. Carter. And naturally, she is not going to tell the public that she donated money to try to make her husband and herself look good in the public eye. But many people will judge accordingly and assume, yeah, she donated the money because of the allegations against Jay-Z. Please check out my live stream from last night. Very good live stream pertaining to the allegations against Jay-Z. Sean Puffy Combs is Beyonce's Celebrity B. Don't you find that interesting? Celebrity B, and her first name starts with a B. Coincidental could be. Is she the infamous female that watched the assault of a 13-year-old child? I hope not. But either way, whether it's Beyonce, allegedly, J-Lo, allegedly, some other famous person, allegedly, if this allegation is true, the crime is heinous because the little girl was gang raped by two grown-ass men who had no business drugging and raping a child or anybody else, whether it was a man, a woman, whomever. You have no right to put anything in a person's drink to drug them, to rape them. But she was a child. And the fact that a woman stood by and watched is even more heinous. That means you didn't do anything. You didn't stop it. You didn't even say, hey, this is like a child in this room. What the hell's going on here? Now, you're into kinky sex. You're into watching people have sex, live sex. You're into watching pornographic material. That's your business. But when you're talking about assault, a person's drugged, they're incoherent, they're passed out, that's heinous. That means there's something wrong with you. Something wrong with you to drug a person. There's something wrong with you to exact the crime against the bodies. Something wrong with you to film it. Something wrong with you to pass the film around. There's something with you watching. And we're hearing more and more of that with these allegations against Sean Puffy Combs and now Jay-Z. These two have been known to be friends, acquaintances. There are a lot of pictures in the Google search of these two together. So they know each other and they've been around each other. What we have to ask ourselves is the obvious. Did Jay-Z know about Sean's deviant behavior? Now, Miss Beyonce. What is Miss Beyonce feeling right now pertaining to these allegations? Do she believe them? And as I said before, this donation to the UH Law Center, is it damage control? Let me show the world that I'm a good person. My husband's a good person. We are good people. And it'll be jacked up if indeed she already had it lined up to donate to this organization this week. And then all that junk jumped off on Sunday. Sean responded. But as one expert said, PR expert said, and I brought this in my commentary yesterday, why didn't you deny the allegations? Because I just read you his statement. And nowhere in the statement does he deny exacting this crime against a child. And most people will have a problem with that. Because that's the first thing you're supposed to say when you are being accused of a crime. I did not do this. Then you go on and explain why the crime is wrong. Say it again, Queen. Lengthy statement by Sean Carter. Too lengthy. So it's like you're talking around the subject. And that's what a lot of narcissist sociopaths do. They talk around the subject. And I'm not here to say that Sean committed this crime against a 13-year-old at that time, but I do know, as his PR expert said, you need to deny that you did this. I'm not that type of guy. That was also said in the statement. I come from the projects, blah, blah, blah. But as I said before in my commentary, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if you come from Brooklyn, Queens, Chicago, a dirt road in Arkansas. A sadist is born everywhere. Child molesters born everywhere. What's your point? You came from the belly, but it doesn't matter who the woman is and what she's about and her family dynamic. And we know that most sadists, child molesters, they were groomed as children themselves. That's where they learned the behavior. So now we got to ask that question. Was he groomed by an adult or another child? Jay-Z. I'm not here to say that these allegations are true. You're entitled to your opinion. But it's jacked up. God knows it is. He has children, 3 children, as he said in the commentary. 12-year-old daughter, friends will talk. She has to go to school. The other children have to go to school. And children can be very cruel. With the he said and the she said and the gossip. And I can't imagine being a child going to a public school, private school, and hearing people talk about my parents in a derogatory manner. That would have to be very difficult. And this is why people need to think about their past, their crimes. You forget that one day you're going to bear children, and your children will hear of your sins at some point in life. And they have to carry that burden around. As the old saying goes, sins of the father. Exactly. So how are the children coping right now? Days into these allegations. Do the children believe them? Do they even know what it is? Imagine having to explain what the crime is. Oh, I'm accused of assaulting a child near your age. I can't imagine having that talk with my child. And what will be even is if he committed the crime and he's got to have this talk with his child. Checkmate. I got to tell a girl child that I assaulted a girl child once in my past. And hope she understands what I'm telling her, whether she chooses to believe it or not. And actually, no one wants to believe the worst in their parents. And then we also have to think about if the allegations are true, the ramifications of him being in the company of girl children, his own. Say, well, same with Sean Puffy Combs. He has girl children. And he's a sadist, most definitely. I believe everything. I believe most of the allegations against Sean. And he's raised children and been around the company of girls. And I don't see that you can turn off that sadistic behavior just because you're in the company of your own children. Obviously, you assaulting your own children. So we have to ask that as well. Have these men assaulted any other children and their own children? Is Beyonce Celebrity B? Is she the celebrity that witnessed this alleged crime of a 13-year-old girl back in 2000 at Sean Puffy Combs' residence? If it is not Beyonce, who is it? How is this going to affect their marriage, Beyonce and Jay-Z? Are they going to continue to come out in the public? I recommend coming out in the public to perfect business as usual. But if she did not intend on giving this school any money, per se, I don't think you should have done it right after this incident. Now, as I said, she could have already had this in the making to give UH Law Center money. I don't know. It's just the timing is effed up. But, as they say in the street, it is what it is. That's my commentary, everybody. Follow the Queen on the News Breakout, where I get similar commentary. I haven't given commentary in a couple of weeks. I'm a little bit behind. So feel free to check over there on my older videos. And if you follow me, which I hope you do, you'll get a notification when I comment. And you can feel free to comment as well under the said article. Please check the YouTube queue for shorts. I will be uploading some shorts today pertaining to these developments. And I will continue to bring you an update pertaining to Sean Puffy Combs and this new allegation against Jay-Z. He has been accused in a gang essay of a 13-year-old alongside Sean Puffy Combs. And I also played you content last night. One accuser has come forward to speak to a news agent. CNN is the source. And feel free to listen to that live stream of the accuser who's in shadows giving his testimony of being sexually assaulted by Sean Puffy Combs. He is a grown man that's married, mind you, and has not told his wife and family and friends that he was sexually assaulted by Sean. Naturally, that's not something you want to run around and tell people. Hey, I was sexually assaulted by a grown man, a hip-hop artist, R&B artist. Who wants to tell that as a man? Who wants to tell if they were sexually assaulted, period? No man wants to do that. Because no woman wants to do it. No child wants to do it. And as I said in that commentary, is this man homosexual, bisexual? Sean saw something in him. Or as someone would say in the chat, oh, it's about power. You're entitled to your opinion. But those circumstances pertaining to that assault is very odd and weird. A man being sexually assaulted inside of a vehicle, but he was working private security. It's a very strange dynamic. Is that allegation true? Don't know. But as I said in my commentary, what's going to be interesting is if some of these accusations are on tape. And law officials can identify the people in the lawsuits also in tapes that Sean filmed. That would be the burden of proof. We have tapes of these people that you drugged and sexually assaulted. And also there are other people in the tapes. And God forbid, those names get released to the public, famous or not. You're doomed as well. What is going to happen to Jay-Z, his family, his life, his reputation? Will it falter? Will his deals go down? Also, the NFL. He's linked with the NFL, his company, Rock Nation. They produce a halftime show. This upcoming, allow him to produce this year's, upcoming year's, 2025 Super Bowl, and out dealing with with Jay-Z. Very interesting information. I may come back later and we talk about that as well. The NFL and their dealings with Jay-Z. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below this video. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $BigAngie 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. Beyonce. Damage control. I think I put collateral damage. I meant to say damage control. Did she donate this money to UH Law Center to try to put she and her husband in a good light in the eyes of the public? Weigh in. Take the polls on my community page because I asked this question and other questions on my community page. We will see. You all have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Happy holidays. Be aware of your surroundings when shopping. And mind the children. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. You've been listening to The Father Excel.